She always tells me to smile and put on a happy face.
All I have are negative thoughts.
When I was a little boy, everyone laughed at me. Well, no one's laughing now.
Well, if you say so, kid, you know, Joker it is. It's good.
Thanks, Murray.
I'm just trying to make people laugh.
There's no punchline.
My life is nothing but a comedy.
You said you were a nice guy, all proper and polite, but then you made your move on me in the middle of the night. You caught me by surprise with your sudden advance. Didn't expect you to take such a naughty stance. For you came in my ass without any warning, slipped in my back door first thing in the morning. You came in my ass, gave me such a fright. You know you roll that way, but you hit that shit just right.
Monday. Hell yeah. What are we looking at? Gonna look at Belgian White Nitro, a Belgian style wheat beer from Left Hand Brewing. 4.8%. Sorry. Oh, wait for it. Oh, that's smoke. And then we put it in the glass of the unknown idiot. Oh yeah. So may be blessed with the presence of Matt tomorrow. Settle down, McLean. He's upset with me. I didn't realize, evidently, it was our thing. We normally, I guess, review Hop Slam together, and then we cuddle and shit and touch tips, dock, and then call it a day. And so I didn't do that. So I told him, I said, we can review it again. We'll see if the shit that you buy tastes any better than the shit that I buy. Like you guys give a shit. Okay, it smells like a typical Belgian, you know, that almost like a banana, like a subtle banana. Forgot. Actually, she's probably been on the slideshow I don't know how many times. The first time I noticed that there's even writing on her shirt. My bad. I don't know what. I think it was the architecture in the background that was getting hung up on. So, yeah. Cheers. Nothing left but head. Settle down, bad. Okay, that was fun. We'll switch to my ginger ale. Okay, yes. Oh, Kev Dog, here we go. Again, just imagine this. In a green one-piece jumper, climbing out of the pilot seat of a medvac helicopter. And she says to you, fill in the blanks, my brother. Oh, wait a second. That was the answer, right? Let's see. First in was Salty saying naked days and naked nights. Bad says naked as naked does. Smile Money says, and your first comment. Nice. And Poco says, no. By the way, two things. I want to say, get well fast. Poco and Mrs. Poco, and I don't know who else was involved, evidently got food poisoning. And not just your ordinary variety of food poisoning, go to the hospital and stay overnight kind of food poisoning. The only good news is, well, he was at the hospital, and I think he was actually, he's in better shape. He was just visiting Mrs., who will be staying till tomorrow. He did track the package I sent to him, and it was out for delivery. So they're a silver liner for that dark cloud. So both of you, and especially Mrs. Poco Loco, more prayers being directed on your path, because you're not doing. Oh man, that's not doing as well. Yeah, I've never had a scenario where I had to go visit the doctor, or the hospital, but I have had food poisoning, and that is one of the more miserable things. Bad says, greetings, Captain. Greetings, Bad. Then he says, the theory on the drones is they are looking for something, not visually. They only have infrared after dark, but they can detect gas leaks with infrared, or they're looking for radiation. Well, according to sources, it's NASA. And they're supposedly... but you can go to NASA's website. I don't remember what the whole lingo was for this. They are plotting and figuring out traffic lanes for future electric and whatever where we will get into our big either electric or our big gas consuming, probably electric, drone cars and be flying the skies. And the part that made the most sense to me is NASA is technically not part of our government, but the person that oversees this exact scenario was Kamala Harris. So the person that I saw talking about this says that it's NASA, it's not some frickin' conspiracy, people don't need to be afraid, but the fact that Kamala Harris should have been the person that had a news conference and said, hey everybody, just so you don't freak out, NASA is working on some stuff. It's here's the link. You can go see at NASA. You can see these drones, and just so that nobody has a freak out. Instead, it's more like let's either she's an inept, dumb fucking twat, or this is all something to add to the fire before the incoming Trump administration. There still is people out there that say the whole thing, Project Bluebeam, was for our government to try to make it look like we were part of an alien invasion so that they then could be the saviors keeping everybody safe, and then they could also usher in some more fucking anti-freedom bullshit, just like 9/11, after 9/11 and the Bush family. Under the guise of, we're gonna keep you safe. Hey, I should go around the neighborhood, make sure that nobody is unsafe, and I will collect your firearms. No, I'm sorry. when the government knocks on your door and says, "We're here to protect you," just envision an Indian had just got told that before they were practically wiped into non-existence. No, the government in general is just a bunch of tyrannical, fraudulent, power-hungry, lie-manipulating bastards, and their COVID and coming in and, let's just see how easily we can manipulate people. You mean, you still see fucking retarded people wearing masks to this day. Yet, doctors, legitimate doctors have come out and said, there's nothing but harm being done. And when it actually comes to the whole germ and stuff thing, the cloth mask does nothing at all. And, except for maybe if you sneeze, you're not going to spittle in an open wound if you're a doctor, but they don't wear those, and there's a reason for it. But overall, the whole thing has been completely medically proven that if you're still walking around wearing a mask, you're a fucking idiot. Medically, they might have used different words. Just as Christine would say, just saying. Bad. How did you nick the blade on that knife? The knife was a gift. I received it nicked. And I was just trying to unnick it. And it also looked like maybe at some point in time someone broke the tip off. I mean, I guess I with nothing more than the belty thingy, I did get it sharp, but if you are a perfectionist when it comes to blades, you can look at that edge and know that it needs a little help. I mean, I would normally use the other thing more aggressive, but I mean, I don't know if thank you, Rich. I would need to I'd need to work it a little bit more with something a little bit more aggressive than this, but for just having a knife laying here, and if I need one, I got it. It was a gift from Rick, and I thought the stuff on it was cool, so I just more or less added it to my regiment of things given to me by my friends, and like Matt's balls. And then what happens when Matt is too busy watching YouTube videos or movies on Netflix and not paying attention, and then you end up with a ball that looks like this. And, oops, shit. Just to make it an artistic thing, I tried epoxying a smaller steel ball inside the center of it. But you gotta watch out on this thing. I definitely don't want a gun or something to fall over on it. You could definitely hurt yourself. I think I had why? I have no frickin' idea, okay? Today, I don't know if I didn't mention it because I hadn't made up my mind yet as of yesterday, but my time with getting paid to be a guy working over on Rick's house, I'm sure is going to be ending, and probably tomorrow probably be done there, probably permanently be fully unemployed as of Wednesday, because I have no other projects lined up as of this moment in time. But seeing how the weather is also supposed to be going into the shitter the rest of the week. But today was nice, but rain was forecast all day long, which it Yes, at one point this morning it was misting, and that was about it. Oh yeah, still yes. So I decided to take today off. I had all of the chunks of my ginormous 2-piece urinal. I mean basement laundry tubs. I brought all that out to the truck. Been floating around in my garage forever, but I had those panels of supposed bulletproof glass that came out of the front windows from trains, and I'm just sick and tired of that shit laying around. And I don't know. I've never tried taking a piece of pipe and slowly hitting a piece of bulletproof glass and cracking it. Just giving Sharky something. But I had a piece of pipe that was actually some of the plumbing that I cut out when I redid my sink over there, and swung, and it shattered supposedly bulletproof glass, and I just had no desire to have to clean all that shit up out at the shack. Yes, this isn't one of her better pictures, but she's also very proud of showing herself wearing nothing. So I had that, and I had some block, a pile of shit that was sitting that NIHAP would know what I'm talking about when we redid the line going out to my garage. We had some patio block that was all piled up. Since how it was so nice today, I only had to bust a few things loose from the ground at the very bottom of the pile. All that came loose, and brought that all over to place called Demolicious, and just decided to take care of all that today. Sorry, Mr. Boiler, I'm sure you're not happy with me. Hey, the one thing I was actually sort of proud of is I was listening to my playlist on Spotify while I was down here working, and I was constantly being notified by the safe that there was motion detected. Subwoofer. Hey, I'm old, but I'm not fucking dead. Zeus! Zeus says, cheers, deplorables. Cheers, Zeus. Zeus, how come you're only ever over on the backup channel? Mike says, cheers. Cheers, Mike. Maybe Zeus just thinks I do one video a week. I don't know. Mike says, Christine, what's up, girl? Working at the DMVP or whatever, DMV. Handing out license, renewing license plates. I didn't think this through at all, really. I don't know if you can tell. Oh, before I forget again, thank you, J-Dog. J-Dog found me the best price he could on a 10x12 ceramic plate to finish off that plate carrier. It was an incredible deal, but it was still way outside of what I can do right now. I do thank J-Dog for immediately the other day texting me a link to it. It was $99 for a 10x12 level 4 ceramic plate. So I guess if that was the case, I would put the ceramic plate in the front, and of course, if it turned out the thing was seriously lighter than that one, it'd be nice to double up, but not right now. And like I said, on my list of priorities, I really want to put a scope on the KS-47, and then after that, I've been told by McLean, if the next firearm that I show is not a Hellion, he was gonna personally come here and beat me with his penis. Just kidding. He didn't say that. He was gonna drive up here though. Smart money. People seeing the drones are from states that voted for Harris. Rich says, cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Nummy. Just as nummy. David J. effing Brown. Hello, hosers. David. Poco. Kittens and Christmas lights are hilarious. Smile money. I have a red dot on my AR. It actually helped at 100 yards as well. Then again, I grew up using iron sights. Yeah, I don't... I know on 22 rifles, I don't know if I've, as a kid, if I ever actually... Oh, no. Joe's dad had two. He had a tube-fed one with the scope, and I told you me and Joe, took it apart and busted the... Turned out that the crosshairs was, some of the finest steel wire you've ever seen, and we tried to duplicate it with horsehair, which looked like a tree stump inside of it. But yeah, it didn't work. We were busted. And he also had a lever action 22, and that was just open sights. Other than that, the rifle I got from my grandfather, that had a scope on it when I got it from him. I changed the scope, but no, I didn't really. Technically speaking, if it wasn't for my pa, I wouldn't have really grown up being able to deal with guns at all. I mean, I didn't have I didn't have a single firearm until my grandfather passed away, and then I got his rifle, and that was in the late 80s, and it wasn't until my graduation present from my mother was a Smith & Wesson 357 Magnum, and I'm really kind of surprised that she even did that, considering how she acts when you pull out a gun. It's like, it's not radioactive, and that whole holding it like it's a snake and it's going to curl around and... It's legitimate. Yeah. Mama. Poco says E2. Ernie. That's already been called as a miss. You might want to write this shit down. Rich. Found a new beer today that I'm sure Ed would approve of. Bell's Big Hearted IPA. An Imperial Double IPA at 9.5 APV. Did I not review that? I know I've had it. And it's good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cobra, Bobby Brown Guns and Drums got me started on collecting Hess trucks. Nice. And then he has a link. And it's Bobby Brown. 9 years ago. 18 comments 9 years ago. 18 hours ago, Cobra left a comment that said, boom. Nine years ago. Is that like an intro for his channel or something? Bill Gowdy sent me. Well done, bro. Mm-hmm. I think you really suck. Gil. And 9 years ago, hemp seed addict. Let the drummer have some. Okay. 9 years ago. Nine. Sorry. I might be behind on my meds. Take me to your leader. Wade, if those drones are flying around down here, I'd have one mounted on a wall by now. Yeah, well, I saw a few people actually put out some posts saying that if we were to actually shoot them, we would go to jail. Because evidently you don't own the space over your house. Okay. What about that whole EMP strike net thing that they have? A drone. Well, of course, these things are the. I guess you'd have to be careful, Wade, because if they're saying these things are the same size as a SUV, so you'd have to like plan the descent so that it doesn't happen in your house. Oh, quickly, on the order for which the load is levied, I like this as number one. I mean, they're probably all the same girl, AI, or are they four sisters? I don't know. We got looks like 2 different heights. I don't know. I'll just go that one and stay on that one because after she got the best 15 seconds of her life, I just went to go take a nap. That's if I even lived. It's been so long that if I actually attempted it, I'd probably stroke out or have a heart attack and it'd be all over. Seems how, just for the record, I've been seeing one video after the other about how you shouldn't take lisinopril or any of the ones for hypertension or blah 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 because all they do is mask it. They don't do shit, and so yeah, I'm beep. Hang on. I gotta take my meds. Sharkey? Wow, that was fast. 2 comments left. Sharky saying G8. G8 is a hit. Wow. Nothing's happened, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we're coming up on what could be the end of, the end of the game. And the last comment. I know I just looked at this. 28 minutes. The last comment. Well, after that, we're just going to have to start fucking around with guns and knives. Because I'm not ready to be done, okay? Bad says with the hang on the read more button that actually works, Cobra. Oh, she looks like an escapee from a trailer park or an amusement park. Here's a spicy fact for you, Eric. The heat from hot peppers isn't in the seeds. It's in the white membrane, the pitch inside the pepper. That's where the capsaicin, the chemical that gives peppers their heat, is most concentrated. So, if you want less heat, skip the pitch. Yes. I personally, when I cut up a pepper, I use all of it. I mean, that's all I could get my hands on, but I bought a couple fresh habaneros from the food co-op the other day, and I used them all up between one pizza, and I made the stir-fried rice the other night, and I ended up with a normal bowl and then a little bit more, which I shouldn't have had, but it was so effing good that did it anyway. And I added the habaneros to that because I have to add shit after the fact. Because Christine will do cayenne. She usually wants cayenne used in where it would normally work. You know, not like in a. See, I personally I put it in. I have cayenne in a glass of water because of the positive effects of what cayenne does. Yeah, a light little sprinkling of cayenne makes her happy. But yeah, if we, I've learned my lesson. Well, she's learned the lesson to take anything from me. Is that actually hot? No, really? No. I had to add more of the twice as much. Oh, well, here, let me try it before you add twice as much. Holy shit! Then there's that time I almost killed her with the garbage disposal. Yeah, don't get distracted when you just got done cutting up a whole bunch of hot peppers and threw them all in the garbage disposal but didn't grind them yourself. Now you've made, I don't know, some kind of a nerve agent. Is it... Okay, like I said, I'm not even gonna go to the club yet. Yeah, so it's kind of disappointed. Couple weeks ago, I was at Menards and they had two of these. I think they're 5,500 lumen LED shop lights, and it was a 2-pack for $9, and I filled in the one and only bay that doesn't have a light in the gunroom, and then I added one because I built a shelf that goes from the top of the safe over where I keep ammo and stuff. So I put a light up inside of there. It was $9 for two of them. Well, I was hoping I could go get a couple more because if you've ever been down here, there's two little cubbies right across from the water heater, and it's a fairly dark spot, even though I can turn all these lights on and it still doesn't do shit. If over here you're wearing sunglasses, but over there you got to use a flashlight, like watching John in his own kitchen having to use a flashlight to look in the cupboard, that's when you have to agree with NIHAP and put more fucking lights in. So they had a 9,500 lumen for $9, but it was just one. But it's linkable. In other words, you can plug a few of them into each other. So I decided to, I took the one fluorescent tube one down and moved it this way so you can see inside the little cubbies, and then linked it with the one that I moved a little bit closer to the refrigerator, so it's lighting up the shelf at the bottom of the stairs. But I got a nice shelf from David and Bunky, and I feel like I want to redo the entire basement. I just did not have time to start anything today. I might actually, I'm thinking about taking the shelf that's at the foot of the stairs, which is kind of like the one that David and Bunky gave me, except for the one at the bottom of the stairs is this wide, and the one from David and Bunky is this wide, and I do have the space to put it there. Cooking stuff is all on it. The wok, the pressure cooker, my little butane cooker that I use with the wok whenever I cook on the wok, all that shit. And I was thinking about stealing that heavy metal shelf and putting it where you guys are. And I could, in theory, put the microwave and the little oven on right here. I could put all of the alcohol, get rid of the plastic shelf that's sitting right here. That's because this is ridiculous. When they do these floors in these old basements, it is, and I know this sounds like, oh, that sounds like bullshit. That shelf is only 12 inches, maybe 14 inches wide. And what do guys know? And from the wall out 14 inches, in order to have the shelf level, there is a 2-inch difference. The floor actually is all tapered on the outside because they probably just had, someone in here trawling away. They didn't really, it was a basement at that point in time. So, yeah, I'm thinking about getting rid of this shelf and taking the M16 rack, which it's cool that it's an M16 rack, but that's about it. It's kind of useless, and I might have enough room in the gun room to redo a few things. Maybe put the M16 rack on the back wall. Again, anybody that's been in there, on the back wall where the rifle rack is. So I have a rifle rack that has six rifles on it, and I could raise the rifle rack up enough that I can still put a rifle on the top of it, but put this under it. And then I could actually, it's kind of useless for any configuration on a rifle that is not a flat out M16 looking thing. If it doesn't have a mil spec grip on it, it won't work in this rack. And this rack is, literally, other than the bottles that are sitting on top of it, it's completely, basically useless because there's no shelves. It's made to hold, I don't know, what is it made to hold? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 M16s, and then you can lock them in it. Yeah, if you had a, and I can't even pull NIHAP's simulated one out of it because I don't have it in this anymore. This area is this area is secured, but it's not as secure as that area is. You fuck around in there and you'll find out. And so I moved NIHAP's in. It's his M16 replica is actually hanging right underneath that fucking sweet ass Springfield of his that Elite Ammunition turned into a piece of art. So yeah, I don't know. I just this Christine's right. The basement looks like we're fucking hoarders, and either things need to be moved. The one thing that, and I know white guy problems, takes up a shitload of space, and I have to figure out another plan for, is the amount of storage in this basement that is being wasted by empty pistol boxes. I have the M16 rack is actually over half filled with nothing but. And then there's another shelf over there, and then there's another shelf over there. So I gotta figure something out. Of course, the one thing no, that shelf is way too big for that. My my J-Dog, my, you know, my make it go away. She's cute. And if Sharky hasn't already left the comments, it would be the he says it's the fugly one because of this Odinworks, the Odinworks stock that's on it. The downside is it's kind of like set it for you and forget it. There's you can move this up and down. You could move this in and out. You can obviously put this in different spots on the tube, but you're still loosening and retightening stuff. There's no press a button and it'll go to where you want. It's a kind of set it for you and that's it. But this is the one that brother Michael always laughs about, because this is the one that we were shooting one day, and it was so hot that you could not even touch the handrail, and we had to let it cool down. And he looked at me like, we better take care of that a little bit more. We got to take care of it. And I'm like, why do we got to take care of it? Well, we got to take care of it because that's I think it's been so hot. This is supposed to be a legitimate Magpul flip up, I think. It doesn't, maybe it's not. Either that, or I know it's been very, very warm. He goes, well, this is, you know, we don't want to upset NIHAP with melting the barrel in this. And I think later that same day, I had a conversation with NIHAP about this, and he laughed and said, "Tell Michael, go ahead and try to melt that barrel." All I can tell you is that you probably can't tell on the camera, but this barrel is this weird kind of, oh my God, yes, this weird kind of greenish brown, and the gas block is also a different color than it was when it was new, and the bolt carrier has been so hot that it just looks like it's been through hell. But this thing still doesn't miss a beat. Yeah, this is the one with the binary, the Sporter binary, where you actually, the switch is down here in the trigger, which some people have gone, ooh, I don't know about that. But yeah, this thing has been made very, very warm. And after watching, say, Iraq Veteran on his pillage to destroy stuff, I cannot financially afford to even attempt to wreck this rifle. It's still fun though. I mean, I thought it was fast until the Angel, until the 312 came along, but it's still badass. And these brakes, I think at the time, this is the exact same one that's on Christine's rifle. I think I paid $9 for this, and I tell you, these mitigate the up and to the right better than anything but, say, a Huber brake. Which, see, this is where the debate comes in. Why does this work so well? Well, because it's got a couple ports on the top that act like a couple of little jet engines, and when you pull the trigger and it normally wants to go up and to the right, that counter forces it and allows it to shoot nice and straight. It is loud as fuck. Mike just stands there and just grins because whenever there's like a mag dump done with this or Christine's rifle, he's like, Jesus Christ, that thing is fucking loud. But for $9, I mean, I think I don't even know how many of these I have. I mean, even John's like, yeah. So why does the Huber brake work so well? When you watch, like, say, Caitlin shooting my AR pistol, one of John Huber's favorite videos to watch, and, wow, and you would normally see this, and if you turn the sound off while she's shooting, you almost can't even tell it shoots so flat. I guess I have to give Travis credit. Travis said that John Huber must have made a deal with the devil because he's never seen a brake that shoots so flat that doesn't have a top port on it. And John's does not have a top port. So this thing is still running. I do like the Midwest Industries handguard that's on this. If I was to redo something, I think they do have one of the classier setups. I like the locking nut, the barrel nut that's on it, and how it works to time the brake, time the handguard. Okay. I suppose, yeah. What time is it? That's another important thing. I also need to start a din tonight. Din. The pistol of choice today was the just completely mammoth, ridiculous, and awesome Megastar 10mm. Yeah, some heartbreaking information last night, but I really don't want to talk about it right now. But Sharky, love shooting this thing. I still laugh when I think about the first time Matt shot it. Matt, did you notice how nice and flat that thing shoots? Well, of course it does. It weighs as much as a cast iron pan. Wow. I actually walked on here without putting my present favorite knife. It was the latest one from BattleBox, the one that they encouraged us to carry and use it hard for a year, and everybody post their pictures of how it looked afterwards. I mean, I'm not using mine hard. It's my EDC. It's not my work knife. My work knife, going off of exactly what Tardisia said, if I send you shit, I really like to know that you're using it and enjoying it. And that's the guy. I mean, I got it about as sharp as I could with that thing, but I have never been able to get that blade to actually cut hair. I mean, you get it so that it feels sharp. It stays that way through hell and high water. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll be working yes. Yes. Yeah, I don't know what the future holds for down here, but something's got to give. I just don't. You get to the point where you're like, I can't I can't deal with it anymore. I don't know if you remember how this looked the last time I did a clearinghouse special on it. And I absolutely despise the thought of even having that happen, because I can spin around here. See, here's the funny thing, is this whole setup has basically been, sure, whatever you ladies want, been set up for, it just represents stuff that I think is really cool, and stuff that I've received from some of the coolest people I've ever known. You guys. I mean, I got the painting. We actually started off as a carving and then a painting from Tardisius for Marvin, and then I got the one that Charlie, Matt's son, did for me. Which I thought was cool because he threw the Enterprise in the background. You know, another example of somebody that just knows me. Stuff I got from Cobra. Hell, I'm bad guy number 1, but I still got the stuff that Stalker Steve sent me, the display for the A10 Warthogs 30mm round, and the shot glasses. The round is actually a flask, and of course one of my favorite pictures of little Sammy Poo. That she gave me that, the best dad ever, and then her one of her graduation pictures. Of course, they wouldn't publish it in the yearbook, but Samantha going like this with the Kimber. Okay. Well, at least there was 3 of you in here. 27 comments, but 3 of you in here. Look at the Irish, lassie. Betcha that beer tastes yummy. Bad says, howdy, Clevers. Bad. Oh, good. Something else with the read more button. Here's a frothy fact, Eric. The foam on your beer, also known as head, plays a crucial role in the beer's aroma and flavor. The bubbles in the foam release aromatic compounds, enhancing the drinking experience. So next time, don't skip the head. It's not just for looks. Fun fact. Just seeing if there's anything for the after party. Oh yeah. Oh, I tell you, I'd personally like to know exactly how much that 2-stall basement sink weighed as one piece, because obviously it was brought down here and installed. The biggest single piece was one side stayed intact, and I had to carry that out by itself. The rest of it, I tried to bust in the smaller pieces. I used a mallet. I wish the one thing that I have always wanted, and every single time, twice now, Greg has actually given me rotary hammers, a Bosch Bulldog rotary hammer, and it was fucked up, so it only worked as a drill. So that one went into the garbage. And then there was something wrong with the net. Well, yeah, there's a reason that I got them, is there's something wrong with them. But I was trying to install the laundry tub today to mount it up against the wall, and just using the hammer drill mode on my Makita. I was only able to drill a hole into one side because I think the hole perfectly lined up with a mortar joint, so I didn't actually have to drill into the bluestone. I think the other day, I don't know if I think I was talking about it. I couldn't remember if bluestone was easy or a living fucking nightmare to drill into. Well, it's not easy. So, yeah, and I gotta put a few things away, and J-Dog, you never did answer my question if you want an axe or not. Because I fucking asked you a question. Just turn the camera off and then turn it back on, and just set it up in the corner as I demolish the basement and try to figure out where to put this and where to put that and what should just be fucking thrown out and what should be saved. And oh my god, it's just a... I just want to bring a skid steer down here and just take care of fucking business. I'm going to hit the button and see if... Oh! There was a positive effect of hitting the button again. Mike says, raining here all day Monday. Bad says, hey Google, use the force.
I'll try. Wait, there is no try.
Looks like a fucking sponge. Really, for multiple reasons, she could be the life of the party. Where am I going to put Belgian White Nitro from Left Hand Brewing? As you guys know, which is weird because history showed that back at B&E Brew Reviews, the first 10 I ever gave out, back then, I just felt like it's gotta be the shit before I ever give it a 10. And the first 10 I ever gave out was for a Belgian style. Still to this moment in time, one of my favorites. I have been recently topped off on that on a couple of weekend specials from NIHAP. I'm still not a huge fan, but when it's done right, it's... Yes, this has at least one thing I am not a fan of, and that would be the Coriander, and it has the orange peel. So, but because it's left hand and it's done up nice and smooth, and it's a very drinkable beer. If there was more of these, I would have another one of these. It's still not my favorite style, but I'll give it a 7.5. And just for the record, one of the lights that I put up today went right through where we've already put a bunch of Wow. I didn't realize they, is it gonna rip? Is it gonna rip? Is it gonna rip? Nope. I got the label. Ooh. I didn't realize it. I actually got the label with twice without destroying the left-hand thing. So, telling me that if the can isn't printed specifically for the beer, it must not be very good because blah, 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 they're not willing to commit. Well, I've actually never seen this before. They got their they got left hand and the Nitro stuff tattered all over that can, and most people would never even know it was there because this is over it. Okay. Just to make bad happy. That might beer jizz. Yes. Freckles, planning my trip to hell. Again, in case anyone asks, what's out in the rotation? God. What is it? Is it you, Coyote? That always, I can never remember what this is. It looks like a big version of the Leak. I love this knife. I always make sure that this gets a few little passes to keep it nice and sharp. I really should carry this. I really love this knife. The Big Beastie. Another one. That you can get for pennies on the dollar on Amazon. D2 steel. It looks like something Worf would carry. It's like the bloodletting. Nice 90 degree if you actually wanted to use this for on a ferro rod. It's actually very sharp. I mean, I just shaved fingernail with the backbone of this blade, so fire starter, heck yeah. See. I've carried this quite a bit. New pair of blue jeans. You see that blue tint all over it? The blue in the blue jeans wore off on the knife. This is another. I can't remember what model this is, but this is another beast from Effinglow. They send you that key if you want to be able to disassemble it or tighten it up. One side of it is that fitting, and the other side of it is that fitting. And I have a fitting that would fit right in there. And then, of course, a knife that has been on duty in my life since I received it. Ooh, too much detent. And that is the MCK, or the M16 from CRKT that I got from Big Jeff Gunwild 1. It's got that ridiculous lock system on it. So not only do you have to pull over, but you have to pull back. But this one's nice because if you actually have it in your pants pocket, the pull out results in blade. And I also do, even though it's a tanto, so you have a little bit more trickiness, Yeah, the tanto part isn't quite as sharp as the rest of it, but love this knife. I've had newer versions of this sent to me in various kits, and I end up just giving them away because I do not want to replace this. Not only is this a badass knife, but it was from Gunwild 1. Okay. The nectar of the gods. Rich says, cheers, clever. Clevers. Yeah, first there's pole dancing, and now there's shipping container dancing. Never knew. And last comment was from Usher Meyer saying, "Good night, King." Nothing, just the 3 or 4, the quad dick guy. Bad. Just look at that, huh? Looks like frickin' spray foam. Yeah, I didn't get any beer. Hey, McLean, look, it's the suck zone. I know you're into that. Oh, yeah. Okay, kids, let me check this one last time. We're out of here. If there is a brew review tomorrow, it will possibly be me and the Mat Man. Mat Man. Mat Man. And me. Hi, I'm Eric. I am your shit show supervisor. Outstanding.